Hey posers, this is a video about my hero, my inspiration, how I actually got my name. I'm actually named after this man. I'm John Maynard Keynes. I'm named after John Maynard Keynes. Close in name, but you got it. And I have to show you that the time 100 ideas that changed the world. Okay? My inspiration, my reason for living is number 86. John Maynard Keynes makes deficit spending respectable. I can't tell you how happy I was when Time magazine rated him number 86 on the 100 ideas that changed the world. The man's a genius. I mean, who could be a greater economist? I mean, nothing makes me happier. So let me just express to you, A, how happy I am, and B, show you what they mean. So, they go on to say that the man who developed and spread the idea of government intervention, which there is nothing that I love more than government intervention, as a tool of economic policy was the British economist John Maynard Keynes. Born in 1883, lived to 1946. Chosen as a young man to be a delegate to the Paris Peace Conference that followed World War I. He goes way back, like to days of yore. You know what I mean? Super important. He watched in dismay as the victorious Allies imposed harsh war reparations on Germany. Back in England, he wrote The Economic Consequences of the Peace, arguing that the reparations would keep Germany impoverished and unstable in a way that would in time threaten all of Europe. The very thing that happened. Now, the man's a visionary. I mean, if he wrote in quatrains, he'd be like Nostradamus. Okay? And the book made him a celebrity and ensured that after World War II, the victorious Allies would not repeat their earlier mistake. I think that we all, owe JMK, serious kudos. The man's amazing. That's why I'm so proud to be named after him, my last name. I actually thought about changing my last name from Kane to Keynes. I thought about it. Maybe I'll do it. I mean, let me know if I should do it. Right underneath this post, maybe I'll totally do it. I mean, I don't even know, think about it. But his most important work, however, was The General Theory of Employment, Interest, and Money, and it was published in 1936 in the midst of the Great Depression. It posited that governments had to run deficits when the economy is slowing. Now, this is what, Republicans will never understand, that deficit spending is so important, especially when the economy is slow. That's because during slowdowns, businesses reduce their investments because they have less money to spend, which leads to fewer jobs, less consumption, and even less reason for businesses to invest. So government must step in to pump money into the economy. This is imperative. The government has to step in and pump money into the economy. This is why Krugman is right. We have to print trillions of dollars just to save the day. This is why Bernanke is a hero. We'd be eating cat food if it wasn't for these people. We would be desolate. Where would we be if we didn't print money out of nothing and call it something? It's called central banking. Super important. Now, I lost my spot. Bear with me 1 second. Yeah, so governments must step in to pump money into the economy. Keynes' thinking would eventually be adopted by many industrial nations, especially after World War II. Before his death, he also designed two crucial post-war institutions, the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. Though disputed by some, Keynesianism remains very much a force in the world. Couldn't be more true. Look at this picture of these poor, starving people. They're probably Irish. I mean, it's the 30s. Yeah, they're definitely Irish. But, I mean, where would we be without Keynesianism? The FDR and Keynesianism saved us from the Great Depression. We would still be in the Great Depression now if we didn't have deficit spending. I'm pretty sure about that. I mean, I'm pretty confident that that's true. And Keynes is a genius. He's a master. And I just can't stand all these people who don't understand how important he is. Especially Ron Paul. Ron Paul really doesn't like him. I'm so glad that Ron Paul did not get elected. I mean, could you imagine if he was elected in 2012? All right, that's not important. But just in homage to the master, who I took my name from, JMK. He is amazing. Paul Krugman is following in his legacy. And I just want to support all of my progressives out there who know the real deal is that the Tea Party is ridiculous. Taxes are good. The IRS is good. The World Bank is good. The IMF. If it wasn't for the IMF, I don't even know what the third world would do. They totally are solving all of the third world's problems. People are saving money in the third world and eating food because of the IMF. In no way does it harm anybody. And it's a force for global good. And it's all from the mind of this one man because he was a genius. He was a master, okay? And he doesn't get the respect he deserves. Well, actually, Time Magazine did because they ranked him number 86 out of 100. So, obviously, when it comes to economics, like, the man's a genius and, like, we all need to, like light incense. And, like, we should probably be setting, like, animals on fire, like a Holocaust offering, like to Yahweh, like in like the Old Testament, to John Maynard Keynes, you know, like he's like that big of a deal, like for realsies, like I'm dead serious. So like, if you guys are doing that already, I want to know about it. If anybody's like lighting incense to John Maynard Keynes, like please let me in on it. I'd love to be a part of it. So like, hit me up. Let me know how you feel about JMK and like, we'll just take it from there. Okay. Okay. Thanks guys. Love progressivism. I'm out. Peace, homies.